We're here back in the Fantasy Bar Big Monday night in the NBA. We got 6 of my favorite plays, including a couple injury situations we can capitalize on. A value play I think is a must for your lineups here. If you guys in the mid-range I think are underpriced, and of course, my favorite play of the night. Who are we talking about? Belly up to the Fantasy Bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Monday edition Beers Daily Fantasy 6-pack. Good to be back in the Fantasy Bar talking NBA. Hope everybody out there had a great weekend. Thank you, as always, for stopping in and checking out the video. Before we get into the plays, take a second, click that thumbs up button. That's the tip jar here in the Fantasy Bar on this free video, so appreciate that. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Got NBA a couple times a week, NFL videos, sports betting picks for you as well. So make sure you are subscribed. Don't miss anything. Speaking of sports betting, head over to scoresandodds.com/beer. That link in the description of the video. Tons of great information there. Gonna love what you see when you're done here. Go and check that out. All right, let's get into a lot of games here for a Monday night. Let's get started at point guard, shooting guard with Tyrese Maxey of Philadelphia. Now we know James Harden going to miss an extended period of time here. Joel Embiid sounding like he's going to play here. I don't care. Even with Embiid back, I think it's not a bad thing for Maxey. He's got to be that offensive spark plug for this Philadelphia team. And actually, when you run the numbers here in our Court IQ tool on RotoGrinders, you take James Harden off the floor this season, it's Maxey that leads the way with a 35% usage rate. Yes, higher than Joel Embiid, averaging over 1.3 fantasy points per minute. So plenty of usage for both of these guys to be monsters here in this offense. Now, this Phoenix matchup used to be one that we would avoid here. Chris Paul, not quite the same defender, getting up there in age here. Phoenix, about middle of the pack in fantasy points allowed to this position. But this kid looks great. Prices, I don't think they've gone where they're going to be. I think this is a 9K player. Let's continue to buy low here on Tyrese Maxey. All right, let's go to the mid-range next at shooting guard, small forward, OG Anunoby of Toronto. Now, another big injury that we can capitalize on here is Pascal Siakam going to miss some time here, and I think that trickles down to a lot of guys here with Toronto. Obviously, guys like Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent Jr. going to get a lot of attention here as well, but it's Anunoby, a guy that can contribute in so many different ways. Hits almost every category on the stat sheets. What I really like about this guy, and the production been solid. That's 5 in a row now. This guy's got you 39 or more DraftKings points. Price really lagging behind here. You do the math, that's an easy 6-7x almost every night of the week here for OG. Chicago has really struggled with this position. Bottom 5 in the league in fantasy points allowed. Love this spot. Price simply too low here on OG Anunoby. All right, let's go down low at power forward center, Kristaps Porzingis of Washington. So Bradley Beal up in the air if he's going to play or not. I don't care if he plays. If he doesn't play, I love Porzingis. Obviously, if Beal's out, smash play in all formats on Porzingis. But even if he's in there, love this matchup and love the ceiling potential he can give us on these sub 8K prices. 50 or more DraftKings points a couple times over the last couple weeks. So you get that upside, you get the solid floor here as well. And Charlotte, a team that we have picked on for years on the interior, going to continue to do that. Second most fantasy points allowed to the center position. Middle of the pack against power forwards this year. Porzingis, great matchup with or without Beal. He Beal's out. Porzingis, a must tonight against Charlotte. All right, let's get you a value play. In fact, I think the best value on the board right now, point guard, shooting guard, Cam Thomas of Brooklyn. Now, we know Kyrie Irving going to miss multiple games here, and it's been Cam Thomas that has really stepped in and been that second offensive spark behind Kevin Durant. We know Durant going to put up huge numbers, and he's an option for us every single night, but these prices on Cam Thomas, you're getting incredible value here. It's a guy that's averaging 35 DraftKings points over the last couple games, and anytime this guy's gotten minutes, he's been productive. I mean, very good offensively here. Now, Dallas, traditionally good defense, not so much against the shooting guard position. 4th most fantasy points allowed here per game. So this guy's been productive. Price has not caught up to him. Cash game lock, in my opinion, and tons of upside in tournaments. Lots of reasons to love Cam Thomas here tonight against Dallas. All right, back to power forward center next. We're going Isaiah Stewart of Detroit. This guy can count on nightly, giving you that production, giving you that cash game floor. You need a guy you lock in. You know the production's going to be there with Isaiah Stewart nightly. Also has shown us plenty of upside where you can get him into some GPP lineups as well and threaten that 7-8X we're looking for in our tournament builds. For the last 5 games, 30 or more DraftKings points, and the rebounds have been huge. So if you're in the betting props, check out that Isaiah Stewart rebound prop. 10 or more rebounds now in 6 of the last 9, and the matchup does not get any better for a big man than the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are devoid of talent down low, bottom 3 in points allowed, rebounds allowed, and nobody allowing more fantasy points to the center position than the Oklahoma City Thunder. Stewart, hit him in those betting props, hit him in those DFS lineups tonight in a great matchup with OKC. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Monday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beasts of the Night contest. Congrats to all of the recent winners. Very easy to play, and this is a thank you to you guys for hanging out and checking out the video. Now, get in the comment section right below the video, and you're going to guess fantasy points for my favorite play of the night on FanDuel tonight. Closest guess going to win themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. And while you're down there, pretend you're 10 in the bar here. You're sitting in my seat. Who is your top play on this Monday night slate? Sound off in that comment section. All right, let's wrap this baby up. Let's take a look at my favorite play. You know, Matt's the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We're going to give you one more big man down low, power forward center, Karl Anthony Towns of Minnesota, tonight's Beast of the Night. So another big injury here tonight. No Rudy Gobert once again tonight for Minnesota. I think that's great things for Karl Anthony Towns here against New York, and the numbers obviously support that as well. Back to court IQ. Again, you can find this in our premium suite of tools here on RotoGrinders, and you're going to have a chance to win some of that premium here during the video, as we just talked about. But you run the numbers without Gobert, usage jumps huge for Karl Anthony Towns. In fact, almost 6% is a very big jump. Takes him to 31.2% on the season, over a fantasy point and a half per minute. So we give him his 35, 40 minutes in this game. You do the math on that. That's a 55, 60 point return here for Karl Anthony Towns. Now, New York, good matchup here as well. When you look at some of the numbers, they've not been good against power forwards, which he may play some center here as well. They give up a lot of threes to these big men, which makes sense. They got a lot of big guys that aren't going to travel out, so that's good things for Karl Anthony Towns. 5th most fantasy points allowed to this position. He's been on a roll, 7 straight games of 42 or more DraftKings points, and no Mitchell Robinson down low for New York. Just one less defender to deal with. Karl Anthony Towns checking a lot of boxes here tonight, and checking the box of my favorite play on the board in tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that wraps up for Monday night with 6 of my favorite plays in the NBA. As always, any comments, questions, feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, fantasy points for Karl Anthony Towns on FanDuel for a shot at some free RotoGrinders Premium. And to go check out scoresandodds.com/beer. That link in the description of the video. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Best of luck on this slate. We'll be back on Wednesday. Looks like another big slate tonight. Go win some money. See you on Wednesday. Thank you for watching, guys. Good luck.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist